I'm back. Okay. Apparently we're doing a second video today. Listen, if you haven't watched that first video today, I know it's long. Watch it. It's got a lot of education in there, and it ties into this. So let's look at the GFS. Okay. It's 11:13 a.m. by the way. The GFS, the 12Z GFS just ran. What I'm going to do is I'm going to film this, and I'm going to don't post it yet. I'm going to see what the Euro does. If the Euro does something interesting, I will add that to the end of this video, put one video, okay? But the GFS, what did the GFS do? Let's try to make me a little bit smaller here. Okay, here we go. So, if the last video we were talking, how the low is weaker, and because of that, the winds were coming directly off the ocean, and that causes the mixing issues in the immediate coastline. Here is that picture, right? This is what we were looking at. So a little bit of weaker low, and you can see the winds, right? They're pointing right in, okay? Now, and again, it's a weaker low, 995. You kind of see how it is. It's what they call like an open low. Hasn't closed off yet. If it's closed off, you would see another line around it like that, and that's when you can get the winds to start pulling in from the northeast. Well, last night's models, earlier today, the morning models, right? They were still with this weaker solution, but the GFS, the 12Z GFS, has decided, let's go to the next frame, to really explode the storm. Now you can see, I mean, look at that explosion. That's very fast deepening of the storm. Okay, that's 6 hours later. 6 hours before, 6 hours later, and you see how it closed off, right? And what happened? Look at the wind. Look at the wind bars. You see how they're pointing? Okay, so look at how the wind. Obviously, the storm's also moved a little bit east. So look at how the wind is coming in. It's no longer pointing this way. It's no longer coming in from the east. It's coming in from the northeast. That's bringing in the cold air. This is 850. Remember the last video we talked about what the levels of the atmosphere are. So what does that translate? I gotta move myself over here so that I could click on this and just show you what the surface depiction is of this. That's my dog in the background yawning. Apparently he finds me boring. But yeah, that is an crazy, intense snow band. And by the way, look how far south it makes that snow. And by the way, if we click on, let's say New York City-ish, let's move me to the other side one more time. Remember, we talked about the sounding chart in the last video. I explained how this works. Yeah, you're marginal at the surface at 33 degrees, but you are below freezing the entire way up through the entire column of the atmosphere, and you are in some heavy, intense snow echoes, radar echoes, and at 33 degrees surface, you're going to accumulate with this. If this is verbatim, if this happens. Now, here's the thing, guys. This is one run of the GFS. Things did not look like this previously. Again, one run of the GFS. Cannot take this verbatim. It's one run. But this is what I'm talking about in the last video. How the slight changes in intensity and track, and obviously the timing, again, it is going to intensify, but it's just been happening too late. That changes the winds aloft, and if we could pull in that cold air, not everyone is out of the game. We're going to peak the Euro, and then we'll post this. Okay, folks, so it's the Euro, 12Z Euro. A quick update on this. There are some changes. It did produce a colder run. Why? Well, 850 millibar low, a little bit stronger, strengthens a little bit quicker, right? Starts closing off, shifts the winds a little bit to the northeast, and you have a cooler temperature profile. And you can see that right here. It's at 850 millibars. Okay, let's try to draw here. See that where the kind of where that freezing line is, right? clear that up. Go a few frames. See that warm air is trying to get in, but again, that battleground, which previously was situated here, now that battleground situated here. Little shift, little bit difference in the timing, the strength, the positioning, and you get a big difference. And this also shows at 9:25, in case you're curious. Here we are. Okay, gets a little warm there, and then starts retreating. Okay, now the surface temperatures are still marginal, just above freezing in New York City. But you get some intense snowfall rates. You can overcome that. So let's go ahead and take a look at the surface depiction. And here it comes. And you can see again that rain snow line moved a little bit further south. Just a little bit. Little shift. So I mean, this is going to be this is a storm to nowcast, because again, as I said, these models never going to nail down the exact track, but you can see the difference. But it's not just the track, it's also the intensity. When that 850 millibar low starts strengthening a little bit sooner, that's the timing on this, that kind of alters everything else. So it's the strength, position, the timing, all of it combined. Oh, it's going to be fun. Yeah, I'm having a blast tracking this one. I hope you guys are as well. Let's go ahead and see that through. All right. We will post another video. No more video updates today, okay? Like, subscribe, do all those things. Make sure to watch the first video from this morning. I know it's 25 minutes long. It's educational. It's fun. I also break down the models as well. I think I do it in a better way. Maybe everyone understands it. Hey, guys, put some questions in the comments. You have any questions for me? Put them in the comments, or hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, whatever you want. All right? Feel free. All right. I'm excited. I'm excited again. New York City, you have a shot. You're more in this than you were last night and this morning. All right. Have a good one, everyone.